Hello guys, and welcome to part 2 of making a beaded key holder. Um, on the previous video we had reached to this point. I'm also sorry, I noticed there is a bit of echo. It's because the room I'm recording from is literally almost just empty, so that's the reason why there's some echo. So I hope you can bear with me, but uh, I believe that you can get my audio clearly. So this is part 2, and on the previous video we had gotten to this point. So guys, um I hope you guys learned to tell the difference between this fishing line and this one and how we use them. So no matter what position they are in, once you pick up your artwork, you can see there's this one that's on the right here and this one that's on the left. If I flip it, it's going to be on different sides. Okay, so depending on how you're going to be holding your artwork, your your fishing line angles are going to change, but you're supposed to remember that this one that's touching this column, okay, this fishing line that's on this column is going to be going inside here, and then this one is the one that we use to make the corner. So if you're holding your artwork like this, like how I'm holding it, so we are going to start with this fishing line that I'm holding with my right hand, and then we are going to pick 3 black beads. Okay, so we're going to pick 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so those are 3 black beads, and once we have the 3 black beads that I've just picked, that was the final one. We're going to crisscross on that final black bead like that. So we're going to pull it, and then we have something that looks like this. So guys, remember that these videos that we're having here are private videos, these private classes. So in case you have any questions, any queries that you need to have them sorted, kindly reach me on my WhatsApp number. The details are on the description. So we pass the fishing line that I'm holding with my left hand. So as you can see, we just made this corner. So I believe we started here, we came all the way to this top, then we made this corner here, we came all the way to the bottom here, and then we made this corner here where we came here, and then now we're making the corner for going like this, where we've just put this 1, 2 beads and this final 3rd bead, on which this final 3rd bead we've crisscrossed, and now we're going to be going like that. Okay, so once you pull, then you pass the fishing line through the black bead there, like that. Then you pull, and then you continue. You should have you pick 2 black beads on the right, and you crisscross on the 2nd black bead. Okay, and then you pull. Okay, so you just need to be quite observant and keen. Remember on the first video when we were somewhere here, I did a mistake. So mistakes are bound to happen, and one tip that I'd give you is just look at your artwork right now, make sure that it looks exactly like mine, and then we can continue, so that if there's a mistake, you just have to undo your work until where you've done the mistake, try correct it, and then we continue. You can also try and go to part 1, try going through it again and see where maybe you did the mistake. So now on the fishing line on the left, I'm going to pass the fishing line through the white bead there, like that. And then you should have something like this. And then now you've entered the white zone. So I'm going to pick 2 white beads, okay, like that. And then I crisscross on that white bead there, like that, and then we pull. So you should have something that looks like this, okay. And then you pass the fishing line through the white bead there, and then you pull. And then now pick 2 white beads on the right. So I'm going to put them there, 1, 2, and then we crisscross on that second white bead, and then we crisscross like that, and then we pass the fishing line through the white bead there, and then we pull. So you should have something that looks like this. And then we pick 2 white beads, we pass the fishing line through the white beads there, and then you crisscross like that, and then you pull. So you should have something that looks like this. And then you pass the fishing line through the red bead there, like that, and then we pick 2 red beads again, like that, on the right, and then we crisscross there, and then we crisscross on the final red bead, okay. So guys, just note that this is just a repetition of what we've been doing. So then we pass the fishing line through there, and then now we make a corner. But now, as you can see, my fishing line is almost finishing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I close my fishing line. So I'm going to pick 2 red beads, so that is 1 and 2, okay, and then we crisscross, I take it back there, like that, through that hole. So if your fishing line is not yet over, this is not something, this is not you're not supposed to do this. This is just for me who my fishing line is almost over. And also you, whenever the point you get at and then you see your fishing line that it's going to finish, these are the procedures that you need to take. And then I pass the fishing line through here. So remember guys, you can still use the small size seed beads to do this, and you will get even better finish. So I pass the fishing line through here. So basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to seal and finish off with this fishing line. So this is not like what do you call it, like an exact formula, but this has worked out for me. So with this big fishing line, maybe that is 0.5 and above, mostly it's good to make a knot. But with the smaller size, like the 0.30 millimeters, your work seems neater when you just wind your fishing line and until you feel that it's secure enough and won't let go once you leave it. So you should have something like this. And then now here I'm going to make a simple knot so that my work is tidy and neat, okay. So have something like that. And then now I'm going to hide this fishing line through the previous beads so that we can have a clean, neat look once we are done. Okay guys, There you have it. So that's how it looks. Okay, and another one. So yeah, you have it. It looks like that. So what I usually prefer to do is to leave this dangling fishing lines, because they do help. For example, if you've made a mistake, it's easy for you to undo and redo your work, rather than if you snip or cut them off right now. If you notice that you did make a mistake somewhere here, it's going to be a bit hectic for you to undo it, and it might cost you, maybe you'll even have to start another piece of work. So this is where I've gotten to, and I really hope that the pace that I am going at is okay for you guys. So now we pull there like that, and then what I'm doing here is I'm adding more fishing line for the project. So remember how you're opening a fishing line by doing that, and then I'm just going to be using short strands of fishing line so that it's easier for me to demonstrate it to you here. So then I snip it like that, and then we continue. So now it depends, there is no rule for, if I am still continuing with here or here, I can put the fishing line anywhere that I want. So there is no specific rule that it's a must for you to continue maybe from here or from here or from here or from here. Either points, either one of these 4 points, I can still put the fishing line and continue with my work. Okay, so let's say I want to go with the black side. Okay, so I just come here. Okay, so because of where we had gotten with you guys, I believe I will have to go with the side that you guys were on, and I do believe it was the red side. Okay, and so I'm going to pass the fishing line through there. Okay, then pull. So I believe this is where you guys were at before my fishing line finished. But as I've told you, once your fishing line finishes, it's not a must for you to stick to one side. You can go the side that you prefer. And then I come and so my fishing line here, I make sure it's balanced, and by balancing I mean I hold both tips, both ends like that, make sure they're parallel and equal like that, and hold them, and then pull, and that way once I stretch it like that, I know that it's balanced, and then I maintain that. Okay, so I'm going to pick 2 red beads on the right fishing line and 1 red bead there, and then I crisscross from the red bead on the left. Okay, then I pull. So you should have something that looks like this. Okay, and then I pass the fishing line through the red side like that, and then I pull. Okay, and then I pick a red bead on the right. Okay, and then now we are entering the white zone, so I'm going to pick a white bead on the left like that, and then I crisscross like that and pull. So if you've gotten the momentum, I'm quite sure you've understood how we are doing this. But if you've not, it's not a big deal. Just follow my lead and I'm sure you're going to get it. So you pass the fishing line through the white bead there. And then as you can see, the dangling fishing lines usually disturb, but it's worth the disturbance, because at the end you can easily undo if you have made any mistakes. So I've picked 2 white beads, and then I crisscross on the white bead, the last white bead, like that, and then you pull. Should have something that looks like this. Then you continue, you pass the fishing line through there, and then you should have something that looks like this. And then I pick, so I pass the fish, I pick 2 white beads there, and then I crisscross on the final white bead, like that, and then I pull. Okay, so I have something that looks like this, and then we pass the fishing line through there. So then now I pick, we are entering the black zone, so on the right I'm going to pick a white bead, on the left I'm going to pick a black bead. Okay, the black bead there, and then I crisscross on the black bead. I hope this speed is okay for you guys, and I believe that you guys are learning. Looks like that. And then we pass the fishing line through the black bead there, and then you pull, and then you can pick 2 black beads on the right, and then you crisscross the final black bead, and then you pull, and then you pass the fishing line through the black bead there. So you should have something that looks like this. And then now we're going to make another corner. So let me demonstrate it to you once again. So we're just here. So what we do here is there's this fishing line on the right, and this one that's on my left. So this fishing line that's on my left, I'm going to put 1 bead here, and this one that's on my right, I'm going to put 1 bead here. So the one that's on my right is the one where we are going to crisscross. Okay, so I'm going to pick a black bead, 1 black bead here and 1 black bead there, and then I crisscross on the black bead from the right. Okay, so then you pull, we should have something that looks like this. So guys, we came all the way like this, then this column, this column, this column. So we had started here on the black side, came all the way down, came all the way up, came all the way down, and now we came all the way down, up. And so we are going to continue here, and then we continue all the way down, and then here. So we're going to go until we get to the length where we feel that it's okay or comfortable for our key holder. Okay, so if you're using the seed beads, I'm quite sure this is not quite some big space, so we are going to continue until we are comfortable with the space. I'm going to be demonstrating with this same beads. And also another tip that I'd like to give you is how I count the heads, so that I can know what size of bracelet or bead size that I have. So like I call this tips, this one, these tips here, I call them heads. So this one, the width, and this is the length. Okay, so let me flip it like that. So this is my width and this is my length. So the width is of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's of 7 heads, and that's the width. So the length is of 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. So maybe we can go until we get to a length of comfortably maybe between 8 to 11 heads on the length, so that you can have a nice rectangular shaped key holder. And we are going to continue from this same spot here on the next tutorial. But if you've already understood, we're just going to go all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, until we get to the desired 11 heads. This is also, it could also be an assignment. If you I'd love to see you try to continue until you get to around 11 heads. So if you try and you find it difficult, I'm still going to have a part 3 of this video, so don't worry. But if you continue, I'd love to see your progress. Kindly WhatsApp me the image of how your progress looks, so that I can judge and see what you've been able to do. So thank you so much. If you have a friend that you feel might be interested in this long format videos or long format tutorials, and they would love to subscribe to this private classes, kindly let me know. And you can reach me. The details on how to get to me, you probably have them, or they're just down there on the description below. So I'll see you on part 3 of how to do this beautiful striped key holder. Thank you guys, and see you on the next video.